Hey guys, I am Torchboy and welcome to the Rebirth Act 3 after party live stream. Woo, woo, woo! We did it, guys. This live stream will be very specific in the fact that it will just be talking about mainly Rebirth. We're going to do Rebirth Act 3, then we're going to do some channel diving, which is one of my favorite things to do. If you haven't been on a live stream before, basically what I do is I go into people's channels in the comments and I like to look around the channels, get people to go look at them. We have some fun games with that. Then we're going to do some Rebirth theories for what you guys think might be coming up, where you think it's going, you know, what you sort of think we're going to do. Then we're going to do some musical songs where I'm just going to sing a few songs and you're going to guess which shows they're from and such, stuff like that. Then we're going to do a Rebirth Act 4 exclusive and then a Rebirth Q&A. This is very much Rebirth orientated. If you haven't watched Rebirth, you can find the link in the description right now. Go read it. There's Rebirth Act 1, 2, and 3. You can find them all in that link. It will start you off on Rebirth Act 3, but you can go to my portfolio and go read Rebirth Acts 1 and 2. It won't take you too long to read them all. They're not that massive. So, yeah, basically a little expert about Rebirth. Rebirth is it's a story I've created regarding over superheroes and such. It's very much a very big, very awesome thing. We don't have many people watching today because we're in the middle of the day, which is absolutely fine. We have 6 viewers. That's absolutely fine because it's the middle of the day. It's a Monday. I know Americans will be sleeping right now, or some of them might just be waking up. Some of them won't be, but this is mainly for like recording as well, so it's not a problem. Happy Easter, guys. I hope you had a great Easter. So yeah, Rebirth Act 3, it came out and it's very different, very cool. I'm very excited to see where it's going. I know where it's going, obviously. I wrote it. And it's just very cool. It's nice to have everyone in the chat. Hey, Jamie Sykes. Hey, Rhino. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Magpie's Nest Productions. I don't know if you're also watching now because we don't have many people watching today, but it is the middle of the day. It's a Monday. English people are off on Easter. Everyone else is like, yeah. So it's very interesting. And thank you very much to the people who could join today. I usually would do one. Oh, hang on. Oh, thank you. That's really kind. Sorry, I'm just reading Twitter, you know, as you do. So yeah, has anyone here actually read Rebirth? Because that'd be a bit of an awkward try if I'm just talking about it and no one cares. 5 people watching, yay, woo! In fact, let me hang on a moment. I'm gonna go get some more. Yeah, how is everyone? Not many people watch. It's weird now. Many people like. We usually have like 60, 70 viewers, but now we have 5. It's very strange for me. It's because I'm doing it in the middle of the day, and I maybe should have held off till tonight, but I'm going out tonight, so I couldn't do it. Oh, we have 7 watches now. That's cool. So cool. Yeah. Rebirth is a very much a story that I started writing 4 years ago, and it became for me very much about I was struggling to come out. I was struggling to 4 years ago. Was I struggling to come out 4 years ago? When did I come out? I don't remember. Yeah, well, no, I did just come out, and I was like, let's write a superhero story that's about normal people, you know, because you see like Captain America in World War II, and Iron Man, a billionaire, and Thor, a alien, you know, Bruce Banner, and, you know, a world famous scientist, you know what I mean? There's no normal people who are just thrust into power. There isn't now. There is now, like Tom Holland, Spider-Man, sorry, you know, Ant-Man, stuff like that. But before that, there wasn't. It was all these big deals. I was like, right, let's write a superhero story about things that matter and things that count. So when I wrote Act 1, it was very much like, oh, this is a dumpster fire I'm writing. I hated it. I hated writing it because I'm not very good at beginnings. I felt like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1 writers, like, oh, this is so crap. And then I got to Act 2 and I was like, right, where am I going with this? Because I've created these characters and like we don't really know much about Brianna and Anthony. So I sort of tried to put them to the front of Act 2 a little bit more. And and Liam and Alex's relationship began to get a little bit better. They stopped being such bitter rivals, and they've tried to sort of make it work in Act 2. They've tried to make it like so that that things are happening and things are going well and everything. And then we get to Act 3, and I'm like, right, so we've separated Mason. Mason's now got his own journey. He's got his own survival to deal with in Act 3. Then, I'm not going to ruin anything for Act 3. If you haven't read it, go read it now. You can read it while watching the live stream. It will literally probably take, if we live stream this for an hour, you'll probably be able to read all acts in about an hour. So, if you want. So then for me, I was like, right, so now we're looking at Act 3, and we have Brianna and Brittany. They've been kidnapped by someone. I'm not going to read it. If you haven't read it yet, you could have read it at the end of Act 2, but they've been kidnapped by someone. Mason is somewhere else in the same country, but somewhere else. And he is very badly injured and ends up fighting for his life pretty badly, actually. Alex, Liam, and Anthony are still trying to work out where the hell everyone's gone and what's happening. And without S.H.I.E.L.D.'s help, they have to go on their own adventures to try and get their friends back, which I think was a very cool thing for me to write, because it was like, you're stuck here and you're waiting for these people to come back, and the agency you work for saying like, oh, they're dead, they're not coming, that, which obviously sucks. And yeah, it's very interesting and very weird for them as characters to sort of go forward and go, right, okay, we have to make our own plan, we have to get there, we have to save them. And luckily they do get a little bit of help, they get a little bit of assistance from one or two people, but really it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of sucks. So hang on, sorry guys. The villain of this act is oh, he's already here. I was just messaging him. The villain of this act is very much a very personal one. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read it or Act 2, you'll know that the villains are Vanessa, Ayune, and Anna. Vanessa being Brianna and Brittany's sister. And yeah, it's very interesting. Hang on, I'm just tweeting this live stream out, sorry. Come join, yay! Right, okay, I'll put my phone down, okay. All right. It's very interesting, that Vanessa, in Act 3, she's... Okay, so we're getting into spoilers now, so if you haven't read Act 3 yet, go read it. Okay, so she's searching for a cure for her enhanced ability. She can create weapons with her mind. And she's being manipulated by this fellow with the long white hair, sorry. And it's very strange, and it's very different. But she's very much like, she is on this mission. She is wanting to 16 watching. Oh, thank you. She's wanting to basically cure herself of this illness that has befallen her. And so she's kidnapped both her twin sisters in thinking that S.H.I.E.L.D. will leverage them out. And when I was writing this character, it was very much like, what is happening here? What's going on here? Hudson was really creeping me the hell out. Well, the thing about Hudson is that, he never did the things that they sort of said. The Hudson isn't the guy with the long white hair. Hudson is he's the commanding general of their former army. And when this guy with the long white hair, whose name I'm not going to say, hang on a minute. Goodbye. When this guy with the long white hair that I'm not really, getting into, because that's big spoiler territory. You know, he manipulated Vanessa, Ayune, and Anne into seeing their friends being shot dead because they were enhanced, which is very, very strange. Because why would he do that? What's his purpose there? So yeah, Mischief Maker's here. I know Mischief Maker and Liam have both read it, and I hope you guys are really enjoying it. But when I was getting into the mindset of Vanessa, you know, this is someone who is now looking for anything. Whether her mind's being manipulated or not is another thing, but in her deepest, darkest soul, she feels like she's, you know, a freak now that she's been turned into basically this weapon. And I thought it was very interesting to see where it goes and how Ayune and Anna play into that. And I thought we got a very cool glimpse of Ayune when she was on the verge of death, and you know, she's trying to basically fight off the guy with the white long hairs. It's so hard not to say his name. The guy with the white long hairs power. And she's basically like, she's bleeding on the floor, and he's like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And you know, she was looking up at him, and because she basically died, his mind ability to lost on her, and she's like looking up at him on the floor and going like, you know, I don't love you, I hate you. You know, she's gay, so why would she be kissing this man? You know, at least that's alluded to in the, you know, the coming out and everything. But then he heals her throat and he kisses her again, and suddenly she's back under his charm, she's back under his spell. And what I love about, as we go into Act 4, you're going to see that I almost said his name. The director Rojas, whoever he is, whatever happened to Maria? But anyway, director Rojas is going to be sort of like, will he sort of be under the control of that one, or is he a very different character who is more working with the Dark One? I think that's a very interesting thought. That scene was really epic. Not only is the unit trying to fight off this hold, but it creates dread for Brie, and I loved it. Who's Maria? Yes, who is Maria? What's the Maria? And there are some spoilers in this, nothing too massive, but you can find a link to Act 3 in the description right now, Anne. So go read it now. I'd love you to read it. If you haven't read Acts 1 and 2, they're in there as well. And then come back to the stream. We'll probably still be going. It's not very long, promise. So yeah, when you've got like Ayune, she's on the floor and she's trying to basically fight it off. I like how everyone's like, who's Maria? Like, what even is a Maria? All right, Anne. Well, come back soon. We'll do another one for Act 4. I promise. I might give it a week though next time, so people have more time to read it. But I thought I'd just do this today because I'm off. I'm sorry, Anne. Forgive me. But I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry. I love how everyone's like, no, who's Maria? I don't know. Who is Maria? Like, what even is a Maria? I don't understand, but Rebirth is a fan fiction. Sarah, no, Rebirth is an original story. It's in the link below. You can go read it right now. It's not fan fiction. It's I suppose it's a novel I'm writing, but there's like 3 books. But you can find it in the link below. Go check it out. It's on my channel as well. So anyway, yeah. So then we have the whole what's happened to Maria, because obviously director Rojas now. So where's Maria? What's happened to Maria? What has she done? You know. So yeah, it's very interesting. So we're not going to do channel diving today, guys, because there's only 9 people watching, and yeah, so we're not going to do that. But what I will say is I would like to now hear some, maybe from just Liam and Mischief Maker, but if anyone else has read it and is still watching, I would love to hear what your theories are going forward and what you think is going to happen, and then we can discuss them. So I'll let you guys do that for a minute and just theorize. I'm just going to have a drink. So much talking. Happy Easter, guys. I hope you're loving it. Remember what Easter's all about. Chocolate. which I don't eat, so it's kind of boring for me. I'm hoping next week we're going to play some games on the live stream. It'll be more nighttime based though, because this is in the day, and I am unfortunately not here at this time next week. This time next week I'll be in work. We'll be halfway through the day though, which won't be bad, I suppose. I don't know. So yeah, but so I hope Liam and Mischief Maker are coming up with some theories, because I'm just sat here waiting and it's so awkward. If you guys haven't checked out our Dungeons and Dragons game, you can. I will also put that in the description. In fact, hang on. Let me do that right now. You're not gonna let me do that right now, are you? Oh, you are. You are, your beauty. So then, yeah, you can go watch the first episode of Reactors and Realms. Because I feel like it's such a good series and we need more people watching it. Although the first episode has 4,500 views, so that's pretty cool. But keep with it, guys. It gets so much better, and it's so cool, and it's so much fun to play. So yeah, please keep watching it and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so what we got? Liam Casson. Well, I don't know what the hell will be happening, especially with Rojas. Like, I have a feeling all the team members shall find out by Act 4 they're going to potentially be held captive to maintain Rojas's role. Oh, interesting. So you feel like that Rojas is going to carry on? Yeah, but what happened to Maria? Like, where did that go? Where did she go? I feel like, well, I know, but why am I? Yeah, I will say this. There will be some plot threads hanging after Act 4. I feel like it's a memory thing where everyone's memory of Maria are erased. Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, there's that's definitely a good theory. That's definitely a good theory. I think what you'll find is yeah, a little bit of that and a little bit of this. I feel so freaking bad for her with her ordeal with Jesse Act 2 and Alice. Yeah, there's a running theme going with Maria. She keeps getting kidnapped. And it's a little bit awkward, but she's a tough cookie and she's a tough fighter. And I think that what's really great about her is well, you'll see. Oh, maybe you won't. I don't know. Just a little bit later, guys. I just want to let you know that I will be reading the first sort of like the first scene from Act 4 for you guys on here. So I got to get that ready. And I will also be telling you what the name of the chapter is. So yes, I won't be reading you the Phoenix and the Dragon stuff though. But it's a bit of lovey-dovey stuff, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, tasty. So I feel like we need to discuss something else that happened in Rebirth Act 3. A little kissy-wissy. No kiss. So as some of you may have seen or read, because it's a book, yep. Alex and Liam got it on. No, I'm just saying they got it on. When I was writing that, lovey-dovey stuff from Act 10. Yes, please. Yes, there's lots of lovey-dovey stuff in Act 10. No, it'll be Act 4, not Act 10. I've not even wrote Act 10 yet. I'm on Act 8 right now. The ship has sailed. Alex and Liam, they had a kiss. Whether it will become a relationship or not, I guess you'll find out. But they did share a kiss, and oh, oops, I meant chapter 10. Well, yes, it's more like it. It'll be very interesting to see what happens next with those two. And also, Anthony and Abby are now officially a couple, so that'll be interesting as well. You will see that Abby, Iris, and Jack will play a bigger role in Acts 4 and 5, definitely. Definitely Act 4 anyway, because they have certain things to sort of do, and they have to step up a little bit. And there's a certain, there's certain dynamics that start to change. And I think what I really love about Act 4 is that we explore relationships we haven't explored before, which is very, very cool. For example, we get the strange but awesome combination of Liam, Brianna, and Anthony at one point, which is a very different and very weird team dynamic for me to write, because usually, you know, when you start writing, you'll find that you find grooves where characters fit with other characters well. So like Mason and Brittany, Alex and no one, or well, new Alex and, you know, Liam now, Brianna and Anthony, and then you start mixing them up like Mason and Alex, which is a great dynamic because, you know, they are best friends in the story, and I think that evolves over time as well. In a few acts down the line, we get a pretty cool look at other dynamics as well, and I think it's very, very interesting. Liam and Brianna is one I quite like very much. And yes, Alex and Liam works now. Yes, they work now. Yes, I can say that. But Alex and Anthony, Act 2 and Act 3, especially Act 3, is a very different dynamic from Act 1 and Act 2. So I loved it. I loved it. Brianna v. Ayune had me shook. Well, you see, that was for me, that was such a great fight scene, because, you know, Brianna's trying to lure Ayune into, she knows what she is. She knows she's a hot-headed kind of character, and she wants to lure her into not a trap, but this kind of, you know, oh yeah, come here, I'll, you know, I totally want to, you know, hook up right now. And it's just like, you see these characters becoming closer and closer, and then Brianna just like headbutts her straight in the face. So yeah, it's very difficult, and it's very strange that, you know, Ayune was like almost falling for it. And I think what's so great about it is that it really shows sort of like the person behind the mind control with Ayune, because she's not just, you know, a character who is very much like, she's very strong and she's a very proud character, but she's also a character who behind all that, I feel like when we saw like little glimpses of her life and everything as well, with the coming out and stuff, and you know, yeah, everything like that, you see Anne, yes, your ship has sailed. But you see a very different dynamic with Ayune. You felt very happy for Bri and Ayune? No, that's terrible. Did you see what Brianna did to her? They were not friends. And there are some other interesting ships coming up. Some that are already in motion, but you don't realize it yet. I'm intrigued to see. Yeah, that's a good question. What are everyone else's hopeful ships? What do we think is going on? You know, I know a couple that are coming up. I'm very excited about. We have obviously Anthony, Abby, and Alex and Liam. Whether they'll last or not, I'm not saying. But yes, yeah. And I also wanted to announce today that when Rebirth ends Act 10, there will be a very, probably like a 3 to 6 month break, and then Afterlife will start, which is a very different story based in the same universe but with different characters. So I'm very excited for that. But that's a long way off. Yeah, that's like, I'm looking December 2019. So we have a long time for that. Yeah. Lilacs will last, well, I hope to. So we need to get Bri a ship. With Brianna's a good one. She has a good ship coming up soon. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I you know, when I started writing, the first thing I ever really showed to people, aside from my book that I let out Brianna read, which I don't know where it even is now, it was the Hunger Games for Reactors and Realms. No, that's Dungeons and Dragons, which is in the link below. You can go check it out right now. Dungeons and Dragons, a bunch of us crazy reactor nerd asses. I don't know what that means. Play Dungeons and Dragons every Saturday night, and we publish it on Monday. Go watch it in the description. Anyway, but yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I have no idea now. I'm so sorry. I've lost my train of thought. Someone remind me in the chat. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see where it goes now and what happens with you know, Liam and Alex. And you know, the thing is, like, Act I'm writing Act 8 right now, and everything is so different. I was rereading Act 3 just like for grammar and spelling and that kind of stuff. And then I was like, these characters are so different now to what they were. But also they've kept the essence, and I hope I wrote them well. I hope you guys think I've wrote them well as well, because it's very much like I was talking about the Hunger Games. You are right. I will get back to that in a moment. Yes, I'm sorry. And this one will probably be a bit of a shorter live stream, guys, but you know, it's still great. Probably about 30, 40 minutes long. So sorry about that, but I just wanted to discuss it and do a little after party. I probably should have come when there was more people, but like I said, I'm in the day, and yeah, you've wrote them amazingly. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, when I was doing the Hunger Games, you know, I had this thing about killing people off. I was very good at it. And for the Reactors League, and we did 3 acts, and it all got very mythical. It was very cool, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed writing it, and I sort of set off an arc of people writing stories. I never wrote another one for Reactors League, but that for me was always good. And then I thought, right, what can I do next? And I thought, well, maybe Rebirth. And so I've been writing Rebirth, and, you know, I've been sort of like building up, and I was like, maybe I'll kill them off here. And I was like, no, because you don't have to kill people off to make them suffer. In fact, the best thing you can do as a writer is not kill them off, put them through some bullshit. It's even better. So there is death in Rebirth, but there's not like a lot of it, you know. I don't think in Act 3 did anyone die, like properly die. I don't. And well, Yune almost did, but I think that's it. You know what I mean? I went through a whole act without killing a single person. Act 4, there is death in Act 4, actually. But there's death in Act 2 and, you know, and Act 1 as well. So there is death, but it's not quite as punctuated as there was, you know. But I do make a big thing about how, you know, for most characters, when they die, that's it. You know, you're not coming back. You were ready for Vanessa to die, to be honest. Well, that is not the last we have seen of Vanessa, and that is all I'm going to say. She's a bad lady, and she's still under the dark. I almost said the name. She's still under the white-haired one's control, and the white-haired one. We may see some ramifications of that. Maybe not at next act, because next act they've got some inside shit to deal with. But yes, so guys, I am now going to read you an excerpt from Act 4, and then we're going to do some little discussion on that and what it could mean. I'm just going to double check to see which one. Yeah, okay, cool. Right. In fact, I'm going to... Oh, hang on. Okay. That's cool. Just adding in a story plot for later, that was all. It has been 1 year since Act 3. I hope you're all sitting comfortably. Are you ready? As bad as Vanessa is, I love the character. Yeah, she's a pretty great character, to be honest. So here is an excerpt from Act 4 of Rebirth. This is from Chapter 1, The Monsters Come to Call. Liam awoke as the sun gently caressed his skin. He moved gently, not wanting to disturb the figure in his arms. Moving slowly, he peppered gentle kisses on his neck, his ear, and eventually his lips. Wake up, asshat. You do know how to treat a boy well, Alex laughed as he turned over, snuggling against Liam's chest. 5 more minutes? Content, Liam lay back in his bed, wrapping him and his boyfriend back into the covers. Fine. 5 more minutes. As Alex drifted back to sleep, Liam used one arm to reach for his phone. Apparently his mum wanted to take them both out for dinner that night. He responded with a yes, that way sealing the fact that he and the boy he loved, though he'd never said it out loud to him, would survive the day. That'll be fun, Liam chuckled to himself as he looked outside. Shut up. Oh, Alex growled as he snuggled once again into his chest. Nope, get up. 5 minutes is over. With that, Liam unwrapped himself from Alex, ripped off his covers, and left the other boy to lay there freezing. God, I hate you sometimes, Alex yelled as he dragged his naked form off the bed, moving to go and get changed. Why can't I lay in? Who am I hurting? Why don't you appreciate the sleep gods? You know full well Director Quenzel thinks he's found the location. We have to go and neutralize the threat. They're dangerous, Liam replied calmly as he got dressed. We'll have a lane tomorrow. They've been dangerous for the last 2 months. What's 1 more day? After what they did? Everything, Liam replied, and the silence that followed from his partner told him he was right. Sorry, totally. Who they're talking about, however, is a little bit of a secret that you will find out very soon. But yes, they are. The ship is sailing. The ship is sailing, guys, and I'm very excited for it. But it's weird because I don't imagine Alex is me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't imagine Liam to be Liam. They're two very different characters. Like, Alex is long, like, well, it's not long, but it's like in his eyes, black hair. You know, he likes to wear likes to wear lots of rings. I'm just wearing one. You know, yes, it's been a year, Liam. It's been a Liam. A Liam. It's been a Liam. That's what we call a year. And Alex is 6 months. A Liam is a year, and a Brianna's 2 years. No, it's been a year. And some shit's gone down. Some shit's gone down. Yeah, that's not the biggest time jump. Let me assure you, there is a huge one coming in a few acts time, and we will see the ramifications of that as well. But yes, it's been a year, and I am happy to inform you that Director Rojas is still in power. He's still very fine, thank you. And yes, and I can't wait for you guys to read. I'm just looking how long that chapter is. Monster. It's just called Monsters Come to Call. So it's not called The Monsters Come to Call. It's called Monsters Come to Call. Yeah, it's a very interesting act 4. It's all about who you can trust, who you can't trust, and very much. I would say if Act 1 was about, you know, Act 1 was like Avengers. Act 2 was very much like, you know, Act 2 is very much like a drama in a way, you know, a very sad drama. And Act 3 was like I don't know, like one of those nice wholesome family movies where there's some drama but it's really nice. Act 4 is a thriller, without a doubt, a thriller, and I loved it. I love writing it as well. Plus, it also features one of the biggest fight scenes I've ever written. Although I've got to talk about this, I've got to play it because I'm so excited to write it, and it's my next chapter. It's called Act 8, Chapter 4, and it's called The Big Fight. Oh, I'm so ready! It is one chapter, just one long fight scene. I'm so excited. In a year's time, the shell will be off. I don't know what that means, but all right. I probably just said something. Well, yeah, because in a year, I mean, what Act 4 will be on in a year's time, so. June is Act 5. August is Act 6. October is Act 7. No, hang on. June is Act 4. August is Act 5. October is Act 6. December is Act 7. Oh, yeah. Act 7. That's right. Yes, the show will be off in a year's time. Magical. I know. I forgot that as well. Sorry, it's been a while since I wrote this, and I only reread it very quickly. I'm like, well, what is it about? I forgot about that. But yes, that is actually a massive point. Big plot, actually. Also, we need to talk about Mr. Kenworthy. We need to, but we'll get to that in a minute. December's Act 7. February's Act 8. And then... Is that right? Have I done that right? I don't know. I'm trying to think. If February is Act 8, then you got March, April is Act 9. So yesterday would have been release of Act 9 a year. And then June is Act 10. And that'll be it, guys. June 2019. So yeah. So Mr. Kenworthy. Did anyone else pick up on that little chapter treat there in the last chapter? Anyone got any theories about that? I'll wait. Also, when I was announcing it on Twitter, I was like, right, I'm gonna do this like a movie. So I had like with Daniel Kenworthy and Nathan Rojas. Sorry, Martin, we're not at Buffy. This is not about Buffy. Yeah. So we'll watch Angel. Get over it. Buffy's done. It's over. We did it. Yeah. Mr. Kenworthy for me is a character I love writing. I love writing Mr. Kenworthy. He's not a very big character. He's not in it very much, but he's a very important character, and I cannot wait for you to see what he gets up to. Especially in the last chapter where he got shot in the head, and then he didn't get shot in the head, which is a very strange thing to write. Like, he died. Like, he got shot straight in the face. Like that was it. There's not really much, you know, coming back from that one. But he did, and he you know, he came back and he was like, it was a bullet. Oh well. And he was like, I don't care. Yeah, so amazing Rebirth is. Thank you, Master Yoda. It's very kind. So yeah, I'm very excited for you guys to sort of see where it goes from here and what happens. Like I say, this is just a short live stream and we're almost done, guys. But do you have any questions before I go regarding Rebirth? If you do, post them in the comments now and I will answer them the best I can. Go, 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 go. I'm just going to check something very quickly. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm going to sing a song. Wait, what shall we sing? Hang on. I'm going to sing a song. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? You do it for him, and you do it again. You do it for her, that is to say, you'll do it for him. Keep your stance wide, keep your body lowered as you're moving forward. Balance is the key. Right foot, left foot. Now go even faster. And as you're moving backwards, keep your eyes on me. Keep my stance wide, keep my body lowered as I'm moving forward. Don't you want him to live? Right foot, left foot. Everything you have, everything you are, you have got to give on the battlefield when everything is chaos and you have nothing but the way you feel. Oh, your strategy and a sword. You think about the life you'll have. I can't do that bit. I fucking hate that bit. Deep down. Oh, no, sorry. And then you do it for her. That's how you know you can win. Oh, I don't know. I haven't listened to the song enough. Okay, let me go. Act 3 is just extraordinary in my opinion. Thank you, Leo. Thank you so much. This isn't a question, but this is me telling you again that I loved Act 3 and I can't wait for Act 4. The ship has sailed and I'm very happy. Okay, there, I said it. I'm glad, Mischief Maker. And if you had the chance to play Rebirth into a TV show, who would play Alex and who would play Liam? Let me think. Who do I sort of feel like? Who would play Alex? I don't know. I don't know. Let me have a little think about that. I have like a face in my mind. I can't remember the bloody name. What show are they in? I'm trying to think here, man. I'm trying to think. Steven Universe is great. I love that song, but I don't know how to sing it. You're a wonderful singing voice. Dylan O'Brien. Oh, that was him. That was what I was singing of. Dylan O'Brien. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I've written a character that beautiful. And then for Liam, sorry guys, the bloody microphone fell down. And then for Liam, Liam's very he's like a very buff, strong guy. I'm thinking maybe. Hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm getting a very sort of Bob Marley vibe. Not Bob Marley, Bob Marley. Bob Marley. But no, that's Bob Mortimer. That's not who I mean. Let me just double check I've got the right thing. Bob Marley. Yeah, I've got a bit of a Bob Marley vibe from Liam. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm getting anyway. So yeah. Sorry guys. Just Just talking some D&D. So yes, also guys, I'm just saying, Liam, Bob Morley is pretty amazing. Okay. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching this Rebirth Act 3 live stream, guys. Thank you to all the 8 people who tuned in. If you're watching this on record, you can still find the Rebirth Act 3. You can also find a link to Dungeons and Dragons. Go watch it. We have so much fun, and I love all these people, and they're so amazing. I don't know if they all love me, but I don't care. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye. And you do it for her.